have been murdered, robbed, or seriously hurt simply based off of what they post online. We have cases of celebrities or influencers getting murdered or robbed simply based off of the information that they gave people access to. In the current climate, it's common to share everything online, both the good and the bad, but there are things I still believe that you shouldn't share online. Number one is, you should never share your real life location. I don't care how comfortable you feel or how much you like this place. If you are somewhere, don't ever post that in real time. Sharing your location in real time might seem like nothing to you, but let me tell you what could happen. If someone wants to rob your house, simply based off of you sharing your live location, they know how much time they have before you get back home. If you have a stalker who has been looking for ways to make contact with you, simply based off of you sharing that live location, you've given them the ammo that they need. We've heard of people's house getting robbed because they posted their location. Say for instance, someone traveled. We've heard of cases of people traveling, and then by the time they get back home, they realize they were robbed. How did that criminal know that you're not home based off of the location that you shared? So if you're out of the country and you're posting your location, where you are, then they know that you're not home. If I remember correctly, this was what happened to Pop Smoke as well. He got murdered because he posted his location and people knew where he was. And mind you, when I'm talking about your real life location, it doesn't have to always be outside. Even you posting that you're home could be dangerous. If someone wants to hurt you, they simply have to pull up. Whenever you're posting your real life location, I just want you to know that you're inadvertently saying, this is where I am currently, you can pull up. And don't be surprised when people pull up on you. So if you go to the gym or to the coffee shop or anywhere, resist the urge to post your location in real time. You can post that location when you're gone. That's the right way to do it. If you're on vacation, resist the urge to post while on vacation. Only do that when you get home, because you posting while on vacation is you telling people that my home is empty, do whatever you want. One other thing I have to mention is, if you have friends who like to post online all the time, be careful that when you're hanging out with them, they're not posting in real time as well. If possible, turn off your location tagging, or even tell them like, while we're here, can you resist posting for now until we're gone? The right way to do this is only post something when you've left that place. If you're still in that place, do not post in real time. Don't post on vacation. Save all the pictures and post them when you get home. Number two is doxing yourself online by posting your house address, whether accidentally. This particular issue is why I don't like people doing house tours. I want you to know that some people live on Zillow. The way you scroll social media, for some people, the app they like to scroll is Zillow. Personally, I like to do that. And what you realize eventually is that you can start to put two or two together. Like if I see a layout of a house, I can tell that, okay, that means it's on the same street with this one. And one thing about being conversant with Zillow is that eventually you will start to know like, okay, what houses share the same block. So if I see a house and I see another house, eventually I can tell, oh, this is the same layout, therefore they should be in close proximity. And that's the problem with house tours or doxing yourself online, is that by the time we start seeing the layout of a house, we can tell where this house is located based off of the other ones we've seen. I remember a case that happened, I think it was in South Korea, don't quote me on that, no, I think it was in South Korea, where a celebrity took a selfie, and guess what? A weirdo got hold of that picture and zoomed into her eyes to see like a particular landmark. I think it was like a signboard or something, and mind you, she took that picture facing her window, so everything was reflecting in her eyes, and that is how he got to where she was living. I want you to know that people are crazy. Some people will go to any extent to get what they want. I think influencer culture has also normalized doxing yourself online because of the house tours. There are so many ways you can dox yourself without even knowing. One being doing house tours. Number two is posting packages online. Make sure the barcodes or any identifying information is out before you post any package online. The other thing is, when taking selfies in your house, make sure your eyes are not reflecting like any poles or any landmark, even say signboards and the rest of them, or even your house number. Be careful, some people are that crazy, they will zoom into it. I remember now, I once saw a guy on TikTok who is into geo-tracking, and the thing is, if you give him a selfie or a picture of something, he will tell you the exact place where that is. I don't know how they do it, but some people are that talented. Like if they see a picture, they know where that picture was taken. So be careful that you don't mistakenly dox yourself. Let me also add that if you're the type that likes to exercise and walk and take pictures and all, perhaps before you take those pictures, don't walk in your neighborhood. Like go to a different neighborhood when taking pictures of you walking or exercising, because in your mind you might be thinking like, I didn't take the picture in front of my house, but the fact that it's in your neighborhood, some people are that crazy that they can spend months looking for the exact house you're living just off of the neighborhood you like to exercise in. The next thing I believe you should never post is financial details. I know we like to share how much we make and how well we're doing, even hoping to inspire others, but be careful how much of that you share with people. Even posting screenshots of how much you make or your bank balance or your credit alert or whatever, I don't think you realize how dedicated scammers can be. If someone wants to scam you, they will go to the ends of the earth to make sure they take that money from you. Also, apart from the scam and the fraud, I think it brings evil eye as well. Like, not everyone is doing well, so you posting how well you're doing could trigger someone else to want to harm you. People can even set you up because of that, so be careful posting how much you make online. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't share. It's okay to share, it's okay to inspire others, or if you're into like the finance content or whatever, I mean, I guess it's fine for you, but just be careful how much of that you share with people. And like I said, don't underestimate how much scammers can actually dedicate your time to scamming you if they think there is something to be gained at the end of it. You might escape 10 phishing emails, but you can't escape 2,000 phishing emails. If they are out to get you, there's a chance you will fall for one of them. The next one is posting personal ID documents online. Yes, people do that. I've seen it. Don't ever, under any condition, share your driver's license, your passport, or a boarding pass online. Anything that ties back to your ID, don't ever post it online. People have had their identity stolen simply based off what they post online, or even have someone take out a loan in their name because you posted your ID online. I can't even imagine any occasion that will call for anyone to post those IDs online, but I've seen people trying to flex how cute their pictures are or how cute they look in their driver's license or their passport, that they will post those things online to people. I want you to look into those who have had their identity stolen. It's a hell to live in, because this is literally someone operating as you, and whatever they do ties back to your name because of that information that you provided them. And that's why it's important that the moment you lose your IDs, like your driver's license or your passport, that you report to authority immediately, because you don't know how far people can go using that information. The next one is posting your relationship drama in real time. In fact, I always say we should know less of each other. Some people don't know when to stop. I understand that in the heat of the moment you're upset, you want to vent, but resist the urge to post those things online. Because what's even more embarrassing than the thing you posted online is when you guys get back together and then you suddenly delete everything. Like, come on. And unfortunately, people don't know that posting something online, especially like allegations against your partner, can actually lead to a defamation lawsuit. So let's even say, for instance, he cheated on you or he did something to you and you're here posting it online, but you have no evidence that happened. Do you realize that if he sues you tomorrow, that's all on you because you provided him with the evidence that he needs for the lawsuit? So be careful. I understand that in the heat of the moment, you want to blast everything online, you want people to shame them, to see how angry you are, but still resist the urge to put those things online. Talk to your friends, not the internet. The next thing you should never post online is your children and their life details, especially where they go to school. You should never post your children's school uniform, the school they go to, the drop-off time, the class they are in, or anything that can tie back to that child. Unfortunately, not everyone online is normal. We have predators online, and this is how they get information on the kids that they abuse. Even the innocent contents you post of your children might expose the pattern of their life. People now know where they go to school, what time they go to school, when they get back home, what class they are in, the route they walk, and all that. And that is how the predators get the information about your children. In fact, apart from the school or even their routine, I still believe you shouldn't share your children online. I think children deserve the right to privacy, and it shouldn't be up to the parents to remove that covering from them. Let them share when they're old enough and want to share. In fact, it's unfortunate that there are children we've never seen or even met, but we know their name and everything about them. Imagine being a child and walking down the street and a stranger is calling your name. Strangers shouldn't know your name, but then all thanks to your parents, they do know your name and everything about you. I can only imagine how unsettling that is for a child, like to see strangers know everything about you. That's crazy. The next thing you should never post is your exact daily routine. We shouldn't know the actual time you wake up, when you go to gym, when you go to work, when you get off work, when you go to your favorite cafe, or all that. No one needs to know those things online. Again, I think this was popularized by influencer culture because of what? A day in the life type of videos. So people feel like they need to share a day in the life, how they actually do it. But the way to do that professionally is to sort of rearrange things here and there. Like if you wake up at 4 o'clock, you can tell us you woke up at 7 o'clock, something like that. We don't have to know the exact thing. Like, it's not like we're going to do anything even if you lie, so you might as well lie about it. Just like the first point I mentioned, if people know your routine, it means if they want to rob your house or do something to you, they know where to find you at any given time. And that's not right. Strangers on the internet shouldn't be able to tell what your exact routine is like. People don't need to know your favorite coffee shop. We don't need to know your favorite gym or your favorite places. Keep those things to yourself. If you have a club or a bar you like going to, people do not need to know that. Even if you plan to do a day in the life type of vlog, you don't have to share the exact timing. You can move things around here and there. And if, say, for instance, you like to go to a particular Starbucks for your coffee, perhaps go to another one in a different neighborhood when sharing that video. The next one is sharing private conversations online without consent from the other party. As a society, we've normalized sharing screenshots of DMs, voice notes, or even like private conversations that you had with other people. But I don't think most people realize how much that can damage your reputation or even the trust people have in you. If you're the type that whenever you're angry or you want to shame someone, you feel the need to post private conversations online in order to shame them or to prove a point, be careful how that act can make other people perceive you. Because if you become become known for that, others will assume that one day you will do the same exact thing to them. So that kind of thing can quietly change the dynamic of your friendships. People don't trust you as much anymore, or you become known as that person that once you blow up the steam, you spill everything online. And this can also affect you professionally, because that signals to people or businesses that you're not the type to be trusted, that the moment you get upset with them, you don't mind spilling things that were said in private. The next thing you should never post online are your weakest moments. If you're ever spiraling emotionally, resist the urge to go live. If you're having mental breakdowns, keep your phone away from you. The problem with posting things like this online is that becomes part of your digital footprint. And once something goes online, it lives there forever. Because even if you choose to delete it later on, someone might have taken a screenshot or downloaded the thing. And unfortunately, the internet never forgets. I have literally seen people taunted with the very thing that they posted online about themselves in their weakest moments. I've actually witnessed someone who posted something about their parents. I think she was having an issue with her mom, and then in a moment of anger, she came online and was talking about it, and people kept a screenshot of that. Now, mind you, anytime that she does something online and people want to drag her, they pull those screenshots of the things that she posted. Yes, people can use the things that you've posted in your weak moments against you. They don't care. People don't really care as much as you think they do. Sometimes they see those things as weapons for the future. And unfortunately, even an employer can look you up online. So if a potential employer should see something they don't like about you online that you posted in your weak moments, and let's not forget the fact that some people actually target vulnerable people. They go after you at your weakest moment in order to gain your trust, and eventually they will use that against you. There's a difference between being vulnerable and exposed. I know we always talk about the need to be vulnerable online and all that, but being vulnerable doesn't mean you have to share every single detail with people. That's you exposing yourself. The next thing you should never post online is future plans before they've had the chance to happen. People have had ideas stolen or even things sabotaged because they shared it too soon. I know when something good is about to happen to you, or when you're working towards something good, there is this need to share with people so they will be happy with you. Online is not the place to do that. Share that with your friends or family. If you're building something or working towards something and you announce that before it even happens, there's a chance that someone who doesn't like you can sabotage that or even hijack that plan for themselves. Imagine posting a business plan and someone else launches that business before you have the chance to do that. Imagine coming up with this amazing idea for something and someone else does that simply because you shared it online. Learn to move in silence and only announce things after execution. In 2026, privacy is the new luxury. Oversharing is normal, but still be careful the things you share online, because they can come back to haunt you. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.